Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl KIE RASHON. So obviously today is a little different. We are doing a highly requested video. I asked Instagram and YouTube if you wanted an updated eyebrow tutorial, and most of you said heck yeah in so many terms. So that's what we're doing today. If you have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I only use one specific product, and that is my tried and true Revlon Colorstay brow pencil. This is what that pencil packaging looks like. I use the dark brown shade. I've tried to use the it's like an off black. My brows are way too dark. My brows are way too dark. The price ranges between $7 and $9 depending on where you get it from. I get mine from my local Walmart. So it has the retractable pencil on this side. Okay, and it winds down, and then you have the actual brush on this side, so you can brush up your hairs, shape them, things like that. But let me go ahead and tell you the normal semantics. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Also give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Okay, let's go. Okay, so clearly we are up close and personal, how I started off. We're not getting no closer than this because pores. So obviously depending on your face shape, you will want to, you know, arch your brows and start your brows, end your brows at a certain point. So I use the tried and true 3-point mechanism. So that's basically starting either here on the tip of your nose or the outside of your nose. I've done the outside of my nose before, but because I have a wider nose, when I put my eyebrows out here, it makes my eyes seem really, really far apart. We don't want that, okay? And then you can go pretty much the same way to the middle. So you just kind of cock it out to the side, go to the middle. That's pretty much where your arch should be. And then if you want to bring it out here, you can to figure out the tail of your brow, or you can keep it there and just kind of cock it out to the side. Because my eye is still there, obviously, I usually bring it out to the edge here, and then that's normally where I stop my brow. I just go in and I brush my brow, and then I take the retractable pencil and start to shade in the front of my brow. We're gonna do light strokes, okay, and follow the natural shape of my brow pretty much to the arch. And then once I do that, I'm going to take the line, I'm going to start to draw a line under the brow to create the actual shape. Now I like my brows to go up and out. I don't like mine to kind of curve down. I like my face to look as lifted as possible. So that's why I bring my line from under, I follow up to the arch, and then I take it out. Okay? And I pretty much can eyeball it now that I've done it so many times, but you know. And then we're gonna do the top of the brow. This is where you make your brow as thick as you want it, okay? Because I don't have, you know, thick brows, I like to make mine as thick as possible without looking scary, because I have looked scary before in some of my videos. Y'all didn't say anything, but it's cool. And as we're bringing it back together, we're gonna color in that brow lightly with some strokes. Again, nothing crazy. I like this pencil because it kind of creates like hair-like strokes without looking crazy. So that's why I like this. That's why I like this a lot better than the normal pencil. And then as you can see, I'm taking little hair-like strokes and just coloring in that brow. I'm not going back and forth. I'm not going super heavy. I'm just coloring in the brow using hair-like strokes. And this is creating the shape that I want. Yes, baby. Okay, bring me a diaper and wipes. And don't worry if the shape is not what you want. If you go a little too thick, you don't want to take your hand and smudge it off. Just keep on going, and then we'll use a concealer to cover it up. So I don't want to go too heavy in the front yet, because I like to fill in the ends of the front of the brow towards the end, because I want to see the shape that my brows create. I want to bring this front here down just a little bit, and hair-like strokes up and over. You can use your brush at this point to kind of brush your hair up to see if you missed any spots. Okay, obviously that's a little thick over there, so I'm going to want to fix that. More than likely I will fix it with my concealer, and then you'll do the same thing on the other side. Now that I have both brows on, you can clearly see that they are uneven, so that's when I kind of go in and start to fix it, okay? So obviously this brow is higher than this one. I can carve this out when I'm doing my concealer, so I do want to bring this one up just a little bit to make sure that when I carve it out with my concealer, it is matched to this one. So as you can see here, it goes a little bit further down than I want. But again, that concealer matters because I can just cut it out right here. Cut it, cut it, cut it. Again, I'm just going to take the pencil and just do hair-like strokes. Make that brow look thick and hairy. I don't know why it just made me think of Dumb and Dumber. Hairy. Now, here comes the fun part, carving out the brows. So I'm going to take it is one of my new favorite concealers. It is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I have it in the color 415 Honey. And I'm also going to take my e.l.f. concealer brush. This is what that looks like. They both came from Walmart. I have had this brush since starting my YouTube journey and before that. It's actually a little bit fuller than this, but since I only use it for concealer, I have packed it down so that it's, you know, a little bit flatter. So I love this brush. I'm going to put some concealer on the brush here. We don't need a lot. We just need enough to carve out. And then I'm going to start to carve out the brow. I normally start here in the middle. Shh, shh, I'm carving. Already you can see that brow taking shape. Okay. Put the product on and then I pat it down. I'm going to take it all the way to the front. Lift my eyebrows up just so I can see what's happening. And yes, I'm really close to my mirror because you guys know that I'm blind. I'm going to flip the brush over, carve out a little bit more of this archway. See what happens? See how the concealer controls the brow? If there's ever a time that you use too much concealer or your shape doesn't come out how you want it, just let it dry down completely. Go back in with your brow brush and fill that space in. Do not try to do it when it's wet because it's going to make the product smear. It's going to look real grungy. I'm going to bring this one all the way down here so I know where that brow should be. Obviously you can see from my line here, this brow is a little bit higher than this one. So I'm just going to take this and match it up. So I only had to take off a little bit of the brow there in the front. Okay? Again, we're not really worried about the front brow here. We always do that last. So don't worry about how that looks right now. Okay, it's going to come together. And then we're going to clean up the top of the brow. Now it is smart to use use your skin tone color of concealer on the top here because it's less blending, but since I don't have any more of that, we're going to use what we have and just have to blend that to the gods. Now I'm going to take the Infallible concealer in the color 405 Toffee, which is like 2 shades lighter than the previous, and put a little bit, well, it's not really a little bit, but I'm going to put some on my lid. That is what I use to prime my lid. I'm going to take our Real Techniques. This is the setting brush. I got this in a value pack from Walmart. It was $19.99. It came with like 4 or 5 different brushes that you're going to need and that you use every single day, okay? I have like 3 of these brushes, okay? Blend this product in around my eyes, up under my brow, and then over my brow, okay? That is what I use. I love this brush. It also comes with a smaller brush that I can't, there it is. It also comes with this. This is the Deluxe Crease Brush. You can use this for shadow, but I like to use it to blend small spaces. So I'm going to use that to blend here on my nose and over my brow, but you can also still just use the setting brush. It works just the same. These 2 brushes came in the same pack. It was this brush, this one, this bigger one, this one right here. So when you get a chance to go to Walmart, look for that Real Techniques value pack. Like I said, $19.99 for those 4 brushes, which is a steal because those brushes normally cost like $6, $7 by themselves. Now I will go back in and I'll kind of fill in any spots. Light strokes in the front, y'all. Light strokes in the front. However, if you happen to go heavy-handed in the front, don't worry, I have a fix for that. Okay, we can fix it. This side, this line under here is a little bit sharper than I want. So I'm gonna take a little bit of concealer. I'm gonna try to round that line out a little bit. And you may not be able to tell, but I can. If you can tell here, you see how sharp that line is? How it goes really, really sharp. This one is kind of has like more of a curve to it. That's what I want. I want more of a curve. So I'm gonna lift my eyes up. See how that curve starts there, but then it goes kind of flat? I'm gonna curve that. little by little. And then I also like to bring my brows together, or like furrow my brow, to kind of see where it matches up. So see, if I kind of scrunch my face a little bit, it matches in the center, so we're good to go. Now, normally my brows don't take this long, but because I'm explaining it to you guys, it's taking me a little bit longer than normal. So don't think, oh, it's gonna take me forever to do my brows now. I'm not doing my brows for 20 minutes. It doesn't normally take me 20 minutes, y'all. It normally takes me like 5, okay? So I'm gonna thin out that tail a little bit. Now, I will use some setting powder on my brows. I like to use the Laura Mercier setting powder. That's what I like. Put a little bit on my, this is my dry setting brush. I have 3 of these brushes, 2 for liquid, 1 for dry. I'm just gonna set that product under my eye and onto my lid. And I do this before I do my eyeshadow. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on my brow, just to set those in place. You don't need a lot, okay? Don't be heavy-handed with the powder. You don't need a lot with that. So let me go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll show you guys how I finish off my brows. Okay, now we are back to finish up our brows. So for this, I'm going to need my concealer brush that I had earlier, and I'm going to need my product just in case I need to fill in anything. So I'm going to measure to make sure it's where I want it. Pretty much I need a little bit more on this side. And for this, you want to use gently on the corner of the pencil, because if you try to use it like flat on, like dead on, it's going to smudge it and look ridiculous. Drink. You want a drink?
Yeah.
Tell Jaden, please. Now this is where my concealer brush comes into play. I'm not putting any extra product on it. If there is a place that you feel like is too much product in the front, or say like you want it to look a little bit more like sparse, take your concealer brush and then you'll just do light strokes as if you're coloring in the hair, but you're actually not. You're taking away some of the product. You're covering it with that concealer. So like right here, I want it to be a little bit of space. So I'm just gonna put a little line right there. Can y'all see? It's very, very subtle, but it made a difference. And then I want to put a little bit of product right here. Just a tad bit. It's recreating those thin lines so that you don't have to go in and, you know, do anything crazy. I actually think those look really good, so I'm not going to mess with them anymore, I don't think. Now this next step is optional. You don't have to do this. I like to do it just to kind of bring my brows together. They do make brow gel for this. I don't know, to me it does the same thing as what I'm about to use, so I'm going to use what I use. So normally when my mascara starts to dry out or whatever, I normally throw it away, but I've been using it on my brows. I'll take that and just to darken the brows just a little bit, and put them in place. I will put a little bit on the top of the hairs to make them stand out a tad, okay? Again, they have brow gel for this, so you can definitely use the clear brow gel. I just like what I like, and if I can save money anywhere and just use what I have, then I'd rather just do that. Once this dries down, if you have too much product anywhere or it looks a little bit too dark, take your concealer brush, no extra product, and just, again, rake through that brow. And then another option I do is I take the pencil again and I kind of go over the hair a little bit. When I do that, it kind of puts the hair into place. It kind of sticks it down into place. And it kind of reinforces the hair stroke for the product to look like hair. Now obviously you want your brows to be as close as possible. You want them to be related, you know, sisters, maybe cousins. You don't want them to be distant cousins, you know, maybe first cousin. And that is pretty much it for my brows, you guys. I feel like I have perfected the way that I like my brows to look. Sometimes they're thicker, sometimes they're thinner. But how you saw me do my brows today is how I do my brows every single time. I never change the technique, it's just how I draw them on that, you know, may change up. So I know you guys wanted to see how I got my brows from literally nothing to this. So how do you think I did? How do you like them? I think they came out really nice. Like, y'all see how those look? I think they look really good. I think they look really good. Yeah, that's it. That's it. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Also smash the notification bell so you don't miss anything else coming up. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.